poor Smurf that now has to walk around with a bare head just so this opening logo could feel special.
Ah, yes. Tiger lily. To make her essence magical and blue.
But tiger lilies are orange. They look like tigers. It's their whole thing. They're even orange in the picture right now. Are Smurfs colorblind? Is everything just blue to them? Because that would explain so much.
Once upon a time in Smurf Village.
Once upon an opening nearest position straight from the literal pages of a storybook cliche.
I am making my own irresistible creation, the Smurfette, to infiltrate their village and betray the Smurfs.
Kids that weren't allowed to watch the Smurfs because their homophobic parents thought it was a metaphor for how the gay population was going to take over and then use Smurfette's creation to tempt them as their piece of indisputable proof. 80s parents were insane, y'all.
Wait, how is her hair still dry?
City Smurf would be Smurfsland at Smurfsins.
You truly are Daddy's little girl.
I know Gargamel is supposed to be creepy, but is he supposed to be this kind of creepy?
It doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is who you choose to be.
Completely discounting the power of nature in the nature-nurture dichotomy. Changing someone into a giant frog that could swallow you whole. That's just a recipe for some very painful repetition. Having 1.8 billion views and only 3 dislikes. Movie doesn't know how to troll YouTube correctly.
Moron. Ow.
Why did Gargamel get all the fame from this viral YouTube video and not the talking, laughing, sociopathic cat?
You know what would please me, Vexy? If you were blue like real Smurfs.
That's colorist.
I want to be able to whack him right in the Smurfberries.
Back in the day, I ate Smurfberry Crunch cereal, and now I have some real questions.
Kinda tired of looking at myself, Smurfette.
As if.
When you break the fourth wall, can the other 3 walls not hear you, even though you're standing directly next to them?
Maybe I really don't belong here.
Purposely petty, plot-propelling pity parties.
Happy birthday, dear Blue.
Naming your kid Blue, I know why you did it. Still a sin.
This is an organic, gluten-free, antioxidant-rich acai berry cake made locally by a cruelty-free baker who swears he's never even seen a peanut.
Never before have I heard a sentence that made me actively root for anaphylactic shock.
I'm Victor, Patrick's dad, and you must all be his friends, which makes you my friends.
Claiming transitive friendship without consent.
Hello.
Feeling up the transitive friends you've claimed without consent.
Do these have any peanuts?
The amount of time between him saying they don't have peanuts and then adding that the corn dogs are cooked in peanut oil is long enough for the parents to tell their kid to eat it, the kid to take a big bite, and the movie to drum up some bullshit misunderstanding humor that wouldn't have been funny even if it wasn't so forced.
Apparently I have to keep you alive.
Do you? You already said they don't do anything for you because they aren't true blue. And you're planning on creating more naughties once you have the secret of turning blue anyway. So why do you keep these 2 around? Especially since you have to feed them from your precious remaining blue juice.
I capture my ungrateful daughter and force her to tell me the secret formula that Papa used to turn her blue.
I guess villainous exposition is like a fussy infant. When you don't have time to handle the situation, just give them a tablet, because it's a shortcut to moving on with your day.
Oh, how I love portal creation.
Gargamel apparently attended the Marvel School of Plotting Things. Not using a parachute with your wingsuit. Not to mention this was a perfect excuse to build a zip line. Missed opportunity.
Oh my Gargaberries!
Are his Gargaberries located on his sternum?
Your destination is a true horror. A realm filled with the relentless, crushing quiet of peace.
Float spas.
I just don't get it.
Being this perplexed about how someone could possibly forget your birthday. It's not like all of us go around remembering everyone else's important dates, Mom. How convenient that she shows up just as Smurfette is right next to the portal and completely isolated. Uvula transitions.
You give me the formula, I turn my little naughties blue, I use their essence.
Why did we need the discount iPad Sony tablet product placement scene earlier if we were just going to exposition the whole plan again 5 minutes later? This movie doesn't seem very concerned with word economy. Also, turning my little naughties blue was what my college girlfriend used to say she'd do to me every time she got angry. She got angry a lot.
I was able to smurf it into Smurfportation crystals.
Hiding your technobabble behind the word Smurf. Honestly, all movies should do this. Vin Diesel should just say, okay, family, I'm going to family this car so we can family the family through the filmographer. Ready, set, family. Tell me that wouldn't make those movies better. You can't.
Yes, passive-aggressive Smurf.
I think Brainy is a really excellent choice. Good luck with that.
That's not passive-aggressive. That's sarcasm, and rather aggressive sarcasm at that. I think someone misnamed asshole Smurf. Reducing superstar actor Jacob Tremblay to making fart noises. I don't care if he was only 6 at the time. Do better, movie.
When my dad took off, he left Zeus, and I love that bird.
Skip. Why do these gifts appear to still be wrapped? I get there was a peanut allergy thing earlier, but there's no way that kid hasn't torn open all the gifts by now. What happened between when the magic portal conveniently locked them in here with the table and now? Why can they push it open so easily now? Did the door suddenly get a dollop of script grease?
No pictures, please.
That's vanity.
Vanity. Definitely my favorite sin.
Look, this is my Smurfette we're talking about. We have to go.
Okay, sure, but isn't Gargamel dangerous? Should you really be taking your son too? After directly telling us we were going to Paris in the script, the movie then hits us over the head with 3 obvious Paris establishing shots anyway.
Buffering?
Trying to watch Netflix during any live event.
We'll brew this hair into Smurfs.
But if you can make essence out of her hair, why don't you just keep giving her haircuts as it grows back and drop the whole Smurf torture thing? You could go legit as the world's greatest Smurf barber and magician.
I'm scared.
Of suffocating? Because I don't see any breathing holes in that glass vase.
What did he just say?
No idea.
I believe the direct translation was, "Are you plot relevant? Cool, I'll let you through," even though someone should probably check for tickets. That's right, Paris, like most big theater cities, makes sure the artist entry is clearly marked and visible from the inside of every venue. You know, just in case a random patron needs to know where to go to find the famous people.
Okay, Papa. Sneak out the back of my sweater while I talk to this man who has no idea what I'm saying and go find that dressing room.
Even if he can't understand what you're saying, he's a terrible security guard if he didn't see the blue people drop out of your back and hit the floor. Why do movies insist no one has peripheral vision? And now this hotel has an employee locker room with its own prominent signage? France is just lousy with these specific and easy to find plot beneficial rooms.
Blue and I decided we can't let you run solo on this.
If you're babysitting my kid, cat, whatever, do not bring them to me while I am confronting a dark wizard. Rule number 1.
Look, there's Gargamel's dressing room.
Being able to tell that says Gargamel from that far away when the letters blend into the star. Does Vanity have a zoom and enhance implant in those eyes? Sliding this container lengthwise off the table instead of the centimeter or so you'd need to get to the outside edge and escape.
Au revoir, trolls.
Forgetting which terrible animated franchise you're in.
Whoa! That was up.
I think the joke here is supposed to be that was ducked up, but then they bleeped duck with a quacking sound. So now it just sounds like he actually said that was up. And I'm not sure how any of this is supposed to be funny either way. Gargamel has now conveniently forgotten to be concerned about his limited supply of Smurf secretion. These 4 Smurfs and the discount iPad Sony tablet product placement survive this.
Why would he build such a hideous device?
He's f***ing Gargamel. Pay attention.
It's global warming. Buy a Prius.
What the f***? How does Brunduck Gleason know anything about this couple's ecological habits? Add this to Smurfette muttering,
This place really needs to recycle.
30 seconds ago, and I'm starting to feel like Hollywood leftists need to stop preaching at me. I didn't come to this Smurf movie to learn how to be a better human. Came to laugh at tiny blue people and fart jokes, damn it.
Why am I not surprised the way out of Gargamel's lair is through a sewer?
And why am I not surprised that you just happened to emerge from that sewer at the exact moment Patrick and crew were conveniently standing right there?
He will come for me.
Smurfette in this movie is the most psychologically fragile and needy Smurf in the history of Smurfing. Boo-boo, it's 10 a.m. and no one's thrown me a birthday party yet. So sad. I've been in the real world for about an hour now and Papa hasn't found me yet. Cry me a river. What has the trophy generation done to you, Smurfette? Where's the independent fireball take no prisoner Smurfette we used to know and love? This Smurfette is bullshit.
I'm gonna make big trouble.
I'm sorry, what fucking kind of candy store serves Tic Tacs? Not like just a pack or two, but entire open-air bowls filled with Tic Tacs.
Oh, Smurf.
That means she said fuck. These 2 hunt down Hackus like he's a mouse or something instead of running away and screaming, "What the f was that tiny gray demon and why did it sound like he was talking?"
Holy Smurf.
That means she said shit. This cat is single-pawedly having to carry this movie, and that's just animal cruelty.
I said not now. Not now, not now, not.
This meow not now's on for all the some time. Setting up your photography lighting behind foliage. You're gonna ruin your sexy stork-themed pregnancy photos with shadows.
Let's just say that the Plaza Anthony laundry room was paid a little visit by International Apparel Inspector Mademoiselle Doolittle.
Yes, because just saying things is so much more fun than actually watching them. It's what movies are all about.
Maybe someday, Patrick, you learn to appreciate my Smurfy qualities too.
That means he said hole.
Want a race?
These 2 will now have a stork race through Paris for a while, both because the movie needs to stretch to hit its runtime and because it's a well-known fact that storks are innately meant to be ridden like beaky horses with 0 training or practice.
He's not my father.
Well, that's too bad. Because that pretty much leaves you without one.
Oh, snap! Sorry, Skip. I meant to say Skip.
Don't make me pluck you.
Neil Patrick Harris is so verbally abusive in this movie it's distracting. He's nicer in the Harold and Kumar movies.
That's not funny, man.
My response to every single attempt at humor in this movie somehow makes it into the script.
When I show up with this, he'll see. This black cloud has got a silver. Oh!
Silver lining?
Let's say ducks even had the apparatus needed to imitate human speech. There's no way that duck is speaking that clearly after it put a key card in its bill.
Master Winslow, please.
How did Papa Smurf even know he took that bite when he was inside his coat? Oh, sure, when I'm in the elevator, it only gives me 3 seconds to exit. But when the Smurfs need to have their Trojan room service discovered, the door stays open 16 full seconds. That is a live snail. Snails are supposed to be a cooked dish. If your snail is served alive, you should escargot somewhere else. Snailed it.
Close the lid.
Accidentally convenient Dorcas ex machina is accidentally convenient.
Daddy's home.
Whoa, sorry. Just reflexively dropped 20 sins out of fear that Mark Wahlberg was about to show up. Won't happen again. Especially because that movie is somehow better than this one. Holy sh**. Would I rather be watching a Daddy's Home movie? Even the Mel Gibson one?
Of course I did. We're family.
What? But we're her family.
How can the Smurfs so easily hear Gargamel when Smurfette and the Naughties couldn't hear them banging and screaming on the door earlier?
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Saying this line without cutting off her hand first.
Sing the La-La song.
I'd give all the sins back if Gargamel launched into his rendition of City of Stars right now. Also, put some respect on the song's title, Smurfette. It's called The Smurfy Way, and it deserves to be properly named. With the amount of force in that blast, not only should they be concussed, but torn to ribbons by that glass. But it's a Smurf, so they're only gently blown off the roof. By the end of this, there should be a whole episode of Blue Bloods on the pavement below is what I'm saying. Smurf.
I have seen unspeakable things down there.
Did he just pull that Smurf out of his ass?
I can't take the brunt of it anymore.
Trying to make me feel bad for Gleason's character after painting him as an unrepentant fuck-up for the entire movie.
Your mother and I both knew that it'd break your heart to think the bird had to go away because of you. You already blamed yourself for your dad, so I took the heat.
And in doing so, helped ruin another relationship with a father figure in Patrick's life. So, good job? Did you even try Zyrtec?
I'm not allergic to birds.
Sniff my feathers.
Thinking that allergies are sniffing something and sneezing.
I also chose to love you as my own.
Movie tries to pour on the Who's Your Daddy theme so thick that it forgets that we don't give a
Don't worry, everyone likes it. He's a celebrity.
Words so prescient that they're sinful.
I have a fast pass.
Fucking fast passes. Look, the original idea was fine. Reserve a time to come back to the ride so you can spend your wait time elsewhere. But then the fast pass turned into a fast pass plus, and then a max pass, and then Genie, and then Genie plus, and then Lightning Lane. And by the end of it, it just became a way to make sure rich people don't have to wait in line with the poor people, and yet another capitalistic money grab separates the classes, while the Disney cast members look on and point with multiple fingers like they are God's gift to polite society because nobody should have to see just one finger pointing. Well, you want a finger, Disney? I got your single finger right here. Anyhow, this Smurfs movie sucks. At full speed, you can't see what's going on in these compartments, but if you slow it down and look at the 8 groupings, you'll be shocked at what's happening as the Ferris wheel speeds up. Turns out the woman and girl in 1 ditched the guy there and jumped to 7 while also changing the color grading of their clothing. And if that's not enough for you, camera guy and the lady in 2 have joined the woman and boy from 3 and climbed together into 8. That left the boy from 2 to jump all the way to 6. Meanwhile, the abandoned guy from 1 now appears to be accosting the man in 5. I just don't think it's possible to do all that movement in just 2 seconds. I smell digital trickery.
Sorry.
Saying sorry to someone you nearly murdered.
Gargamel just made her, but you made her what she is. You stepped in and loved her as your very own.
Character says a bunch of syrupy bullshit to someone else before realizing the syrupy bullshit was meant for them as well, cliche.
Every time a Smurf toots, someone smiles.
Smurf toot fetishes.
I'm afraid we're on a bit of an essence budget around here lately.
No, you aren't. You've been jacking your wand and blooging all over the city with nary a concern for the last day and a half, you fucking liar.
She's not gonna give him the formula, is she, Papa?
If she does, it would mean the end of all Smurfkind.
She will and it won't. Labeling your French street hole coverings in only English. Yes, I know they're spelled the same. But where are the accents on the E's, huh? Where are they? Standing that close to 10 candles with flames as big as your face and not being terrified.
What's happening to them?
Conveniently timed low blood sugar is convenient. These candles have burned down almost to the cake with no pooling wax at the base. What is this magic? Why did I have to eat wax-infused icing as a kid if it existed?
One loving truth. I hope this works.
Movie's almost over, and God forbid we make this longer, but am I supposed to believe he has all the ingredients for this random-ass Smurf spell just laying around? And he just has access to a loving truth, too? He's like the worst. How could he even source that ingredient? Movie's always thinking I won't understand that magic is transforming the characters if they don't defy gravity while it's happening.
I think I can reach that pin.
By all means, discover an obvious escape route after the major plot point occurs and not before.
Just got fried.
Hard to put a positive spin on that.
How about that you survived? I've seen what happens to squirrels that chew into power lines and mice that nibble in fuse boxes. They aren't spouting witty dialogue, I'll tell you that much.
I'm like Commando Smurf. Hooah!
That would be son of a woman Smurf, dipshit. Commando Smurf sounds more like, and I'm free.
Welcome to the party, Papa!
Movie makes a direct cut to all the Smurfs having been caught and contained, as if it hasn't excelled in showing us that it's almost impossible to catch these little guys over and over and over for almost 2 full movies now.
I don't think so, Gargamel.
Posing for your big line while your friends are in the process of having their essence painfully drained from them. It's convenient that the only thing disintegrated is that piece of paper. But like, is Gargamel really not going to be able to recreate it? I feel like he'd remember the most important spell of his life. Or at least the cat would. Shouldn't this entire area be in a blackout? Did that one lightning strike restore power to the entire area? I'm not an electrician, but I'm still calling bullshit because I can.
Oh, heck is real, boy.
Get it? Because he has balls, and he crushed his balls. Do you get it?
Really proud of you, Patrick Winslow.
Hyphen Doyle. Hyphen Smurf.
Hyphen off.
No means no!
You got assault jokes, y'all.
This is really gonna hurt.
Have I mentioned how perfect Hank Azaria is as Gargamel in these movies? Have I also mentioned how much it sucks that his performance is wasted by the rest of the shit around it?
This is for my new family.
When did Vexy have time to write this song and teach it to the Smurf band? And how is she pulling off those vocal effects when she isn't even singing into a microphone? You know, if you can't pull off your animated characters finish the movie by dancing to an original song over the credits cliche without this kind of blatant disregard for reality, maybe you should rethink your priorities.
I'm just tired of living in the same village, and everybody's blue.
You truly are Daddy's little girl.
Maniacal laugh.
Happy birthday, dear Blue. Happy birthday to you.
You're my boy, Blue!
You're my boy.
I was at this party earlier tonight, and some guy hooked me up with this incredible X, and next thing I know, I'm being thrown out of a moving car. I've been tripping balls ever since.
What did you just say, Grouchy?
You heard it. I'm tired of being grouchy. I am changing my tune to a happy one.
Oh, I'm so happy! I'm so happy! This is the best day of my life!
Oh, what are you doing?
Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.
Listen to me, Patrick. You're the now. You've always been a and the only thing that's going to change is you're going to become an even bigger
Then we could be a real family.
Money will come and go. We know that. But the most important thing in life will always be the people in this room. Right here, right now. Salute me, familia.
Seriously? No spanking? No smack to the knuckles?
You must spank her well, and after you have spanked her, you may deal with her as you like, and then spank me.
No, Victor, wait. Just stop running away from me like some fool of a moody schoolchild.
I just don't like you no more.
You do like me.
I don't.
You liked me yesterday.
For the love of Smurf, use the pointy end.
First lesson. Sticking with the pointy end.
I don't think so, Gargamel!
Team Rocket's blasting off again!